actually like this. I feel like we're going. I'm wrong, probably, now that I think about it, but I think we're going to be the first ones to react to the Real Sports thing, which I watched last night on HBO, the Barstool piece. I watched again this morning because I'm a professional. I also ran this morning before the show. I did the same thing that Blind Mike does every day before the show. I do all my prep work and get my run in. So we'll be the first ones to react to this, I think, other than social media. I'm not sure if the guys at Sirius in the morning or whatever, by the time you hear this, have already done that, but I have very many thoughts about it. Some may surprise you, some may not. Whatever, we'll get to them. I saw all the guys, Portnoy, and a bunch of other people reacting on social media. A couple of things jumped out to me on that, so we'll get to that. HBO Real Sports, which was always going to be a hit piece. This idea that people at Barstool should be outraged, this is exactly what, A, I think kind of what they wanted, and B, what they knew they were going to get. So we'll do all that. And Bryant Gumbel, O'Brien is what she is. Gumbel is such a douche. We'll get to him. He's such a fucking douchebag when we do that in a second. But first, we'll do Rome. We'll do Roman here, then we'll jump into that. And then I think we have a couple of philosophical show issues we're going to tackle as well here. I have 3 or 4 show issues I want to get off my chest today as well here, as I'm sitting in a different angle, which I don't like.
I don't like it either, to be honest.
You don't like it?
No, it screws with my eye. I'm used to looking at you a certain way. It screws with me.
Is that really true?
No, not really.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just an angle to it. I'm
echoing, though, a little bit. Does that sound like that to anyone else?
No. Are you echoing? Okay. Well, let's figure it out during the commercial, okay, Mike?
All right, I'm sorry.
Most guys have tried different ways to last longer, but now you have your solution. You don't have to worry about, me. I always thought about, the 6th grade teacher of mine who had like this weird, like really long hair and like terrible teeth, and she always wore open-toed shoes. Or she had the what's the toe thing that like so it goes sideways? What's that? Hammer toe? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had 2 hammer toes. That's what I always think about to in the old days to make things last longer. I don't have to put myself through that anymore because of the great people in Roman. You just wipe it, swipe it, put it on, and away you go. Easy to use. Boy, what was her name? Fuck, I don't remember. She has to be dead. I have to think she was old when I was.
I hope so.
Although when you're young,
slandering her with double hammer toe.
True. Although when you're young like that, she was probably like 51. When you're in 5th, 6th grade, I thought she was like 90. She could easily be like 75 today and still living. Who knows? Anyway, hopefully she's wearing.
Maybe we'll get to the bottom of that.
Hopefully she's wearing sneakers today, wherever she is.
Hopefully her husband's using Roman wipes.
I don't know what's going on there, but yes, I don't think he's. I think he's one guy who may not need them, but for the rest of us, we need them. And Roman swipes are a clinically proven way to last longer in bed. Super duper, crazy wazy, easy to use. Take them out of the packet, swipe it on, let it dry. You're good to go. That's it. Longer lasting sexual satisfaction for you and the missus or the mister or the I or the Q, whatever your relationship is. I think Roman Swipes is on board with it no matter what. GetRoman.com, GetRoman.com/Kirk. Have we heard from GetRoman?
Yes, we actually have.
We'll hear from him later?
About him later in the show.
Thank
Yes.
You're okay with that, Mike? Yeah?
Okay. I love it.
Okay. You can, when the first hour today, now you can talk today. Sue O'Connell's gone. I'm just saying going forward, let's just finish the read.
You called me a rape apologist. We got a lot of good lines.
Good. We'll get there. GetRoman.com/Kirk. You get your first month of swipes for just $5 when you choose a monthly plan. If you use the link GetRoman.com/Kirk. That's /Kirk. Very important, remember. GetRoman.com/Kirk.
I'm listening to Kirk Minihane's podcast.
Sports and show business.
Kirk Minihane, who is apparently a derelict of some kind.
That is Kirk Minihane. No one more controversial right now in the sports talk world.
That's what I'm talking about. Sport!
Kirk Minihane, what kind of thug are you?
Yes, well, he is white hot right now.
The head. I also want to say something about Kirk Minihane because I like him.
Kirk is like a sports genius who everyone hates.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
All right, so yeah, I clearly I don't know why is everybody moved around all over the place? My view now is of Blind Mike and the Mediterranean Turkish food place with the dirty fucking awning on it.
In my natural habitat.
Falafel, what is that? Shawarma? What is that?
I had a conversation with the Barstool social media team yesterday. I think this might be a better way for me to get some video of you.
What's shawarma? I don't care about that. What's shawarma?
Isn't it some Middle Eastern food?
Yeah, it's Middle Eastern.
I know specifically what I know what it is. You don't know what it is?
No.
Okay. Kebab, I know. Gyro, which I don't like. Panini, I don't know. Am I going to a Mediterranean Turkish place for a panini? I feel like there's better places to go. I don't know. There's not a lot of, so we had some time to kill. What'd you do in between when the show ended yesterday in our Candace Owens interview, which we're going to pick through later.
I sat here and worked.
The whole time?
Yes.
Okay. So I went on a little bit like Lewis and Clark himself. More Clark than Lewis. I went on a little expedition. Went for a little second run. Went for some places to eat. There's nowhere around here walking distance. You
don't like that Subway?
I don't like that Subway. Those guys don't like us either.
No.
And I like Subway. Obviously, Mike is a supporter of Jared from Subway. We know that. Well, why? I mean, you told me off the air you thought he was railroaded.
Close friend and sympathizer.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
See, he just said it again.
It does never end. I don't understand this.
Did you see my tweet about what you've done to my family now?
I saw. So if you weren't listening, this is another thing I have to get to. But about the lengths of these shows, I'm a little concerned. But anyway, if you're like a couple of days behind, Mike yesterday, and I don't know, Steve, you can agree or disagree, basically defended every famous rapist in the history of mankind. Am I missing anything?
I defended one man who is not a rapist.
Louis C.K.'s so funny. He's funny.
You should have heard him off air defending Bill Cosby.
Oh, my God.
What's a couple roofies here and there?
I have not.
What's the best? Let me hear the best Louis C.K. joke. Blind Mike presents.
I'm not
oh, no, yeah. Oh, yes, you will. You're here. Let me hear Blind Mike present Louis C.K. Go ahead. Why is what's going on?
He has a bit about Clifford the Big Red Dog, where he says,
continue.
He says, there's 7 books about Narnia that cover the life and death of a nation and a rat that was a king, and there's 50 books about Clifford the Big Red Dog. And every book is, look how big this fucking dog is. And I know I wasn't going to get a laugh immediately when I started doing this. But
I'm saying, like, it's obviously that's a good intro. But like, where's the joke? Like, what is it? Am I missing something?
Well, it's delivered better.
Louis C.K. actually has, in my opinion, I'm going to defend him. He had a good line once, and I think it was with Seinfeld when they were doing something. And he said, when you go on vacation with your family, he said the moment where you close the door on the other side of you close the door on the other side of the car with the kids, and you walk around to your door is like the dad's vacation. He's like, those 8 seconds are the only. That's funny.
It's funny.
That's a funny joke. Now, of course, his wife was passed out at the time, and he masturbated in front of her and the kids. But so what? Like he's funny. So who really cares? Right?
Always
it doesn't
got
matter.
consent. No one was passed out.
So your mom did what?
My mom texted me completely out of the blue.
I did see this. Yeah.
And said, "You know that Harvey Weinstein is disgusting, right?"
What did you say?
I said, "What made that thought enter your brain?"
Oh, she's listening.
She's a big Kirk Minihane fan. Apparently, you cover all demographics.
Mama Geary.
Yes.
What's her name?
Lisa.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa Geary?
No, she has a
nom de plume?
A married name.
Oh, married name. Okay. How old is your mom?
55.
Yeah, that's weird. Like your mom's not that much older than I am. I'm getting old. I'm getting fucking old. So anyway, we had that. Do you want to jump right in? So last night I watched the HBO thing at 10 o'clock. Steve, I think you did too as well, right?
I did.
Mike?
Steve sent me the clip this morning. I listened.
So, I mean, I remember Portnoy texting me this when I was negotiating. He's like, yeah, there's going to be this Barstool, this hit piece coming out on Real Sports. They talked to me. They talked to Nardini. They talked to some other people in the company. So I thought, you know what this is going to be. What's her face is doing it? O'Brien, what's her name? Soledad,
yeah.
Soledad O'Brien, crazy liberal. You know what you're getting. Gumbel's a liberal. It's going to be, there's no way you're going to get anything close to both sides of the story. I mean, did you expect that? No.
Did Portnoy know that? Did he say that?
Yeah, no, but I mean, I think when you bring her in there, she's CNN, crazy liberal. I think she probably feels like, even if in her heart of hearts, she was like, you know what, there's a lot of bullshit here. I think for her credibility in her world, she can't do that anyway, right? I mean, she just can't. So it starts, and I saw Portnoy tweet last night. He thought it wasn't that bad. I saw somebody else tweet.
I thought it was bad.
I just thought bad. I mean, like super negative.
Yes.
I didn't. It was exactly what I expected. I don't. Honestly, like my biggest issue is at the very end of it with Gumbel, who's a total fucking dick. But we'll get to him. Yeah. Anything jump out at you, Steve, individually? I saw.
And welcome to Real Sports, where we begin tonight not with a sport or a team, but a company.
Bryant Gumbel, real quick. Bryant Gumbel.
This
will take me 9 hours to go through this. Bryant Gumbel's one of those guys. He's not unlike Blind Mike himself, who looks almost weirder when he's skinny now. Like, you remember when Gumbel was on the Today Show and he was fat? Are you old enough to remember that?
Only because of Seinfeld.
I'm looking at Steve.
Only because of.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I just remember Dave Chappelle.
Do we need to do a signal for you that we know? Like,
I just won't talk.
It's okay. I know you're excited. Do we need to do a flick or something?
I didn't talk enough yesterday. Now I'm talking too much.
Go ahead. You go ahead. Do you know what I'm saying about skinny?
Like Al Sharpton. Look at Al Sharpton right
sickly.
now. Al Sharpton looks like he's 95 years old. He was much healthier looking when he was fat.
Man, my old producer lost a lot of weight. Chris Curtis. He looks odd, like skinny, like better than he did when he was fat. But people, Maybe it's just because you know them and you see them all the time.
Right.
I don't know. But go ahead. But get it. So Gumbel, they kick off the show with Barstool, by the way. And I watched, I don't know if you ever watched the show.
The controversial outfit I'm speaking of is called Barstool Sports.
Ugh.
A journey into the Barstool world and a conversation with its founder is not for the faint of heart.
God forbid.
It's like Joseph Campbell, like Heart of Darkness. Like,
if you're on any sort of heart medication, please,
you're not gonna
for your
believe this.
safety.
It's like a bunch of guys who, like, bullshit and get along and sort of have a good time.
Lowbrow comedy.
They make jokes. So
they trot Soledad out. Clearly, like, they're not going to have any of their guy correspondents do it. They're going to have a woman do this. No problem. They bring her there. I don't know enough. I know who she is. I've seen her, but I don't know enough about her.
Well, she's one of these journalists who likes to lecture other journalists about how they're not taking journalism seriously enough. That's what's funny. I just went back this morning and retweeted.
You seem very passionate about this, Steve.
Yeah, because it's just hackish, stupid journalism. Like there was complete one-sided. I mean, it was bad. It was a waste of my time. I mean, we did get some great drops out of it, though.
We did, but I will say this too. Note number one, I got to say, my boss Dave Portnoy looked a little rattled a couple of times.
I don't know
if you noticed that during the like he was shaking a little bit. I saw some gulps. Heard a couple of nervous ticks.
Honestly, Nardini had a couple answers. I was a little like I was surprised by.
By her, I feel
we'll edit that out later.
Yeah, no, we'll get to those because I agree.
Yeah.
But I thought it seemed like as they went on, I was a little more comfortable. But my other thing is sort of I guess you just do it as publicity. But part of me wants my company to say, fuck off. Like, what do you, but at the same time, this now gives us something to rally against. So I get it. There's this whole fucking thing. So where are we starting? We're going to play the whole thing out?
No, we don't need to play the whole thing out. I went through, I pulled a bunch of cuts of it, but I thought that there was this interesting thing where HBO keeps comparing them to ESPN.
Yes.
Like, this is supposed to be like the gold standard of sports media.
I know. But that's you know what that is? Gumbel's 90 years old. His producers are probably old. They're all out of touch. I'm sure Soledad O'Brien knows nothing about it. But you're right. Like, ESPN has all these, and Barstool uses a little, like, I don't.
And there was this tone of like, would journalists really talk like? And it's like, no, they're not journalists.
Yeah, they would not. Portnoy would tell you that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Well, imagine if ESPN were taken over by the loudest guys at the local bar.
Well, first of all, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what does that even mean? Taken over by the loudest guys at the bar? Loudest guys at the bar are fucking, like, they're the worst people. Like, who? Like is Portnoy dumb? Is Clancy dumb? Is Big Cat dumb?
I've been to bars with those guys, and they're not typically loud. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they're regular people.
They're not in character when they're just walking around.
You know better than me. I've talked to them. These seem like regular human beings. Yes. Who clearly there was an appetite for something. Well, I don't want to sound like a shit. Let's play some
It's
more.
like all the people at ESPN are just introverts and they're boring, and they see somebody who's very, out there, funny, and they're jealous.
Where meanwhile,
I also say,
right?
like, is Stephen A. Smith not the loudest guy at the bar?
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
well, not even
Max
that, but
Kellerman, he's a douche. Like, what? Like, we could do this all. Like, we can name 50 ESPN people. What were you saying, Mike?
They'll go into this, but it's like Mike Tirico's following and turns home, and Harold Reynolds is grabbing people at
Well, I love that they.
The history of
I love
ESPN.
when they turn the John Skipper thing on Barstool's head. It's fucking
Yes.
incredible.
This
We'll
poor,
get there.
this poor drug addict.
This guy who's running this fucking place. Which again, look, you want to go get help, awesome. But like they treated Barstool like shit. They brought them in. They shamed him after a day. They couldn't handle the heat because Skipper's it was a
coke-addled.
fucking. Not only that, it's just a terrible, totally politically driven guy running a station. He gave you fucking Jamel, gave you Michael Smith, he gave you all this shit. Nobody watched it, and they turned this into like Barstools. It's to me a really good. If I was running Bryant Gumbel's show, Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel, I would say, why don't you do an hour on what's happened to ESPN? Like that like do a real one. No one's doing that. That'd be interesting. Anyway, go ahead. What cut are we playing here?
When Patriots owner Robert Kraft was charged with solicitation of prostitution and was scolded by conventional media, Barstool took a different route.
Do you think she talks like that, like conversationally?
Prostitution.
Yes, definitely.
You think she's prostitution? Oh, yeah. Prostitution.
Barstool took
a
different route.
Yeah, was scolded by
pounced.
Well, was scolded by conventional media. Oh, it's going to sound like my Seinfeld. Barstool
A man
pounced.
who's been crashing the party of mainstream sports for
What's
years.
going on with why they call it Barstool? What is
They're not sitting down.
There's no stools here. I'm here. What's going on? Why would Bob Kraft go to the prostitute? He's a billionaire. God, let me hear it.
Well, I think one of the most offensive things that they did is try to turn Roger Goodell into some kind of victim. Like,
I saw the whole. Yeah, it's like
everyone but Barstool was a victim in this. The tone was that Barstool was terrorizing these.
It really was. It was like a Barstool's like ISIS, basically, is what I got from
the thing. Whether you like us or not, Barstool or not, like there's a sense of humor there. And when somebody comes in like this and takes himself so seriously, this sounds like a parody. Like the voice, the production, everything's.
Or even what I think Steve's about to play to report this with like the tone of a journalist saying this.
Good.
Thousands of fans mocking him as a clown.
Oh no!
Can you believe?
I can't believe that Patriots fans would not like Roger Goodell. That's so weird. Why would that be?
Yeah, right.
There's this weird thing going on, too, where the media has a selective sense of humor. Like, they can understand that something's a joke at certain times and then purposely lose their sense of humor.
Goodell, first of all, it's a fucking football game. And the guy's a clown nose in a shirt. Like, where's the issue there? Like, the other stuff, we can play the, Christian Ponder's wife.
Yeah,
I mean, look, I think that's totally fair play. Like,
I didn't grab any of that shit.
No,
that's already been played out. I didn't grab.
Doesn't fit our narrative.
Well, I think
what are we doing here?
It's like a really. I mean, as somebody who said really stupid things, it's a really fucking stupid thing to say. Like, I don't think there's any defense for that. Do you?
In the idea that he's obviously saying it tongue in cheek.
I'm not saying that he shouldn't be allowed to say it. What I'm saying is, like, it's a hard one to say. Like, I don't know. I see a lot of wit attached to it.
But they also don't show like Dan Katz opposed these comments. You know what I mean?
Obviously not.
They don't show that side.
Right.
They don't show that. Apparently, they did an hour-long interview with Rhea that they don't put in there.
Right. But I mean, did you think that was a particularly witty comment about?
No.
That's what I mean. So you say some things that are dumb. He said something that's dumb. God knows I have. And in the history of him being on there, they happen to focus. But that's like inevitable,
Right.
Steve wants no part of it.
And if you're wondering if Portnoy has grown up since then, take a look at the pin he wore to our interview.
Ooh. Oh no! He had a Roger Goodell pin on. If you think Portnoy has matured or grown up at all, just take a look at the pin he had on his shirt.
He's called himself a smut peddler for a decade, and they're like, "Can you believe this man is immature?"
He has a pin on his shirt. You got him. You fucking got him. You got him. I think he resigned,
like
right?
a third world dictator.
Oh God!
This was the best. This was the best.
I love this. This is great.
It's like I missed the part in his videos where he's got an AK-47.
Oh, he's like Kim Jong-un. Like the people who follow Barstool are like 6 inches shorter than the other people who don't. They're like 90 pounds less. They can't read.
Didn't Rappaport get taken out?
Yes.
Put up against a wall and shot? No one's heard from him since.
So I would
that
say
might have been what happened.
Soledad O'Brien is, I'm sure, covered third world dictators. Now, I know she would argue that there's some sarcasm attached to that, but I would say...
Would she, though?
There's not a lot.
Can we reach out to her? Can we reach out to her?
Yeah, we can try. I mean,
let's reach out to producers, Gumbel, her. I want to talk to everyone if we can. Go ahead.
The cult of Dave Portnoy is on full display.
I will say there is a cultish element to Barstool. I mean, the followers.
Well, sure.
Is that really incorrect?
Well, does that make you like a high priest of the?
Maybe. But I'm just saying, like, there's a cult of whatever, like Bruce Springsteen and Neil Young and Quentin Tarantino, and like that. There was a Tiger Woods. Like the two fans. That I don't think is like the third world dictator thing. I actually don't understand. Like, I don't know what that means.
And they say they even call him El Presidente, as if he beheads anyone that doesn't address
like
him
it's real. Like it's real.
Yeah, right.
Like it's not a joke. Do you have that?
This
kind
place won't be confused with ESPN anytime soon.
Oh, wow. Whoa. Yeah, this place won't be confused with ESPN anytime soon. Their boss is not freebasing cocaine, and the women are not being sexually harassed. Mike Tirico does not follow them home and break their windows and threaten to have sex with them.
Viewership is increasing.
Yeah, people are interested in what they're doing. Like, it's just it's so dumb. They're not blindly politically lead and have that ruin their fucking programming.
So this one actually I think is going to hit a little close to home for somebody in this room.
Looking for laughs anywhere he can find them, even at his own employees' expense.
So stop real quick. I thought there was a chance they were going to go back and play old Like they were going to say, look at this from what year was that, Mike? When you started
2015, 16?
Look at 2015, where he threw something in the face of a blind man.
I'm honestly hurt that that's never come up.
I know. You could really sue them.
In all the things.
I was waiting for him with like the shadow, blind Mike sitting there with the shadow so you can't see who he is.
Oh, one of the quote unquote.
I am a blind man, and David Portnoy harassed me continuously.
He beat me in ping pong. It was humiliating.
But that's the thing too, is that'll never come up because I'm not a guy that will cry in front of the camera and say, I was abused here.
Well, bad move by you. I mean, just $100 million bucks.
Dave Portnoy gave me a life. ESPN would never do that. A guy with no fucking.
Wait, does ESPN discriminate against blind people?
They would against a guy like me. They would never have a guy like me on. Barstool did. They gave me a life. They made me a personality.
All right, we get it. You're a member of the cult. Well done. Congratulations.
I'm a big fucking deal. But no, me and Dana, who was an intern at the time, was treated so much better than I ever was that I don't understand where this narrative comes that they mistreat their employees.
Well, I've been an employee here.
Saturdays are for the boys.
Oh, Saturdays are for the boys.
Now that we should criticize.
A cult-like following.
Saturdays are for the boys.
The misogynistic conquering of a whole day of the week.
Which, by the way,
just because it's corny.
Yeah, it's stupid, like humorless and frat bro stupid shit. But it works. Yeah, I mean, it's not for me, obviously, but it works.
Virtual fraternity house for young male sports fans across America.
That's such a tactic, too, of like the media. They could have said a frat house and it would make it sound fun.
Right.
So they say a fraternity house.
Well, it makes it seem like, what makes it seem like rape and drugs and drinking and sexual harassment.
Except for virtual.
Yes. And when our show is over on HBO tonight, at 11:30 tonight, Taxi Cab Confessions 42. The HBO used to have a show that followed the fucking. There was like a documentary show about the Dennis Hoff, the cat house in fucking Vegas.
Bunny Ranch. Bunny Ranch.
Yeah, they had a documentary.
Did he run for Congress too? He just
died. He just died.
Like
but
year.
HBO, by the way, has made more money off of fucking tits and like softcore sex and shit than I mean.
Yeah, I mean, where did you first see tits when you were a little kid? HBO.
Yeah, I'm a little older than you, so me it was like Playboy magazine. But yeah, but it's true. I mean, like,
where did you first see tits like in a video form? HBO.
Yeah, but more or less.
That's probably true. But like, I don't know. Are the sex scenes on Game of Thrones or The Sopranos or whatever? Is that okay? I don't know. Like, what's?
But not even like the tits angle. But before that, they could have been playing something like Django Unchained. And then 5 minutes later, they're like, "Can you believe the reprehensible language on Barstool Sports?" It's fucking ridiculous.
Coming up after this is whatever Apt Pupil, directed by Brian Singer and starring Kevin Spacey, only on HBO.
Right.
Like, but they never look. Ultimately, what we're saying is they never look inward.
Or Entourage.
Right.
Entourage is on for, and that's
the worst show of all time.
And it's the epitome of what Barstool Sports is painted as in this documentary.
Right. That's true. Go ahead.
I didn't see the credits on this. Was Joe Curtatone listed as like a co-producer on this? Because they get into the Joe Curtatone line of attack, which is they market only to white males, and it's a terrible place for women.
Well, that's Gumbel.
Dangerous.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And that's just the standard line.
In its worst moments, the site could be an unwelcoming place for women, or worse.
And then they showed, but flash like people who, by the way, of course, are not in any way affiliated with Barstool Sports. It doesn't matter. But like they flash these tweets like, somebody calling like slut, fuck you, all this stupid shit, which Portnoy, of course, says is dumb. But we're in this world now, and I've been hit with this as well, where I'm supposed to apologize because somebody who listens to this show every day or follows Dave or whatever, is an asshole who tweets dumb things to some woman. Like
they don't get the joke. They don't get where it's supposed to end. You know what I mean? Like
they're just stupid. They're just fucking idiots.
Yeah.
But also, like, I would say, I mean, I've paid enough attention to this that you can go anywhere and this is going to happen. Any form, anywhere. It's social media. They're pussies. They hide behind their thing and they do it. And it's dumb. By the way, I don't personally think there's any real danger involved in it. Like, there's no history of this. Like, this guy is just a creep who wants to get attention. But like, what is Portnoy supposed to do? Is he supposed to, like, every day at 12 o'clock...
He's supposed to ground them.
Yeah, hold an emergency press conference and say, listen, you cannot do this? Like, I mean, like, why? They'll make him do it more, by the way.
Right.
Go ahead.
We want to see you sex it up and be slutty.
Ooh, you got that, Steve. So this is him talking about Samantha Ponder, right?
We want to see you sex it up and be slutty.
Yeah, she was reading the Ponder quote back to him.
Right. Yeah, he kind of had it right, and then she.
That was not the best moment in the documentary, I think, for Portnoy.
It
was a little uncomfortable.
But if I'm sitting there with her, and she asked me about Aaron Andrews, I'm going to feel uncomfortable. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's like human nature. You're like, oh yeah, I was really fucking stupid.
And that was probably like 45 minutes into an hour-long piece of interview. We don't know how they cut it
over a couple of days, I think. Right? I'm sure she was there.
Barstool should have brought in their own camera crew. That's what a lot of politicians do.
I'm surprised they didn't.
Well, maybe they did. We don't.
Yeah, that's true. I just haven't heard that.
They play this shit where it's like this awful thing Dave Portnoy. Why don't they play the things that Dave Portnoy says about his employees that are all? You know what I mean? Like he says awful shit about everyone. It's not just women.
Well, there's no, and I didn't expect it. There's just no balance to it. Like, so they talk about this like crazy cult and the people who follow him. Why don't they talk to one of those people?
They talked to no stoolies whatsoever.
Well, they did. I mean, they interviewed them, but they just didn't.
Exactly.
They chose not to play, which is worse. It's telling.
Isn't that just journalism 101? Like both sides.
Right. And I expected them to roll out Laura Wagner or one of these people. They claim they'd reached out to 15 female people who, I think they said female, right?
Yes.
15 female journalists who have been critical of written about Barstool. They claim. Now, I would love to see a list of this. That every single
told us they'd only consider doing an interview if we'd provide security afterwards, should they need it. One said she wouldn't go on the record because she didn't want to be bombarded with rape threats. None were willing to speak on camera.
I'll say it. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and they can tweet it out or send it to me. I don't believe they can't. I just don't. Like, I don't. Nothing against these women. I don't believe that 15 women were contacted and also they wouldn't go on HBO Real Sports to criticize a place they've criticized publicly for years. I don't understand what the danger is. Like, they're still doing it now. They continue. Laura Wagner, for example, continues to criticize Portnoy all the time. So, I mean, maybe she did say no, but all 15 women, none of them said, you know what? Yeah, I'm still writing about them. I'm still talking about them, but I won't go on Real Sports to talk. It just seems nutty to me.
To be fair, after Portnoy beat me in ping pong, I had security for 48 hours. I felt threatened.
I mean, give them security then. Did HBO say no to that?
Evidently.
For 2 days? Like, I don't know. I have to be honest. I just don't believe that. I don't. Do you?
No, of course not.
I think they reach out to,
they did reach out to women. They reached out to Rhea apparently, and they just didn't put it in because I'm sure it didn't.
Well, right. Rhea was on. She said we'll get to that. Because I
think they probably reached out to him, wanting them to say no to the interview because it's easier for them, and they can make it out like there's some kind of terroristic threat.
But I think I disagree. I think it's a better story for them the way they want to frame it. If they have some woman come on, whoever, and she acts really nervous and scared, I think they would want that. Put it this way. I don't think they might have reached out to 15. They all said no fucking way.
Where was the HBO hit on Weinstein and his movie company? Get some women who worked for Harvey Weinstein and bring them in and interview them. See if they're scared to talk about it.
Right.
What else we got?
There's an interesting part where they bring up that Portnoy was banned from Twitter. Like Twitter is some kind of supreme.
By the way, I had forgotten. I had totally forgotten about this until last night. How long ago was that?
It wasn't that recently.
A couple of years ago, maybe
2 or 3 years.
At least.
I thought so. So we got why did he get banned? Hold on. Why did he get banned? Remember what it was? Or no?
I think it was after the ESPN thing got canceled. Didn't some female reporters come after him, and he started going back after them?
Oh, right. And I gotta say, like in that battle, like I'm not that anti Sam Ponder on that one. Like if they bring in some Barstool show and I'm working there, and this guy, I do sort of understand her take on that one. That being said, I'd leave it alone and put on whatever you want. But I do that one. I can kind of see. I'm like, if you're her, you're thinking, Jesus, what are they thinking of me here? That one I kind of get. But yeah, so they brought in. The Pardon My Take guys for one show, right?
Yeah.
And there was all this backlash.
Yes.
From Ponder and others, and they fucking buckled. First of all, it shows how dumb they are. They didn't think the whole thing out anyway. Of course, Skipper was probably fucking completely out of it. Had no idea what was going on. So what are we playing?
All right, so now this is Soledad takes the Curtatone line and starts blaming Portnoy for online commenters.
Oh yeah, this is always you can't even really argue this.
Critics of Barstool say they've been inundated with harassing calls, texts, and voicemails, and then there are the online attacks.
It's just like I don't get what they expect them to do.
Well, here's what I would ask, if I'm Portnoy or whoever. HBO's Real Sports, they purport themselves to be this investigative journalistic show, right? Which they've done. Did you dig in and see did you look up these attacks? Did you look up these calls? Did you look up any of this stuff? Or do you just assume it because it furthers your agenda, your side of the story? Now, you may dig out a bunch of them. You may be true. But you play that again one more time, Steve. I just want to hear the beginning of that.
Critics of Barstool say they've been inundated with harassing calls, texts, and voicemails.
And then there are the online attacks.
But like I said, they're journalists. Like, so okay, let's do some digging. If you're really journalists, if you take yourself seriously, and God knows the fucking Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel show takes himself very seriously. Find out who these critics are, and I'd name one or two of them, by the way, if I'm going to do that. Dig out some of these messages, find these voicemails, play them, these text messages, and then find the people who did it and fucking prosecute them. No problem.
As long as you're the one calling someone a racist or a sexist, and you got this with Curtatone, where you can get away with just this idea of, nah, you know what I mean.
You know what I'm saying. You're right.
You know what I'm saying.
So, but like, isn't that if you really take yourself seriously as a show, a journalistic show, isn't that your job?
It used to be, yeah.
Like, what happened? All right, let me hear some more. What do we got here?
Do you think you have any responsibility or bear any responsibility for the actions of the Stoolies?
The Stoolies.
I can answer that. No, I would say no. For me personally, Dave might feel differently. I heard his answer, but I would say absolutely not. No. Like these are human beings. These are where these people drive me nuts. These are adults. They listen. The Portnoy does the stuff. They like it. They like Pardon My Take. They like KFC. They like me. They don't. Whatever. They call her daddy. They pick and choose. They do what they want. They have lives. They have jobs. They have families. It is not Dave Portnoy's responsibility to tell them not to
teach them right and wrong.
Not to call some girl a cunt or a bitch or a slut on Twitter. That's basic common sense. Right. I mean, if you need to tell them that, these people should be fucking institutionalized anyway. Is it a lobotomy answer or no? What's a lobotomy answer he gives? Or is that later? That's actually his best. I think that's actually his best moment. That is his best moment. Yeah. But I don't think that's this thing. I don't think that's
a crazy person who's doing that.
I think it might be.
What'd you think of Nardini? It's Mike.
I thought she was a little
political.
Almost, yeah. Political is probably a good way
that's
to put it.
That's her job,
though.
It
that's
her
felt
job.
like almost throwing Portnoy under the bus a little.
Yeah, I thought she.
There's a handful that are assholes.
But I thought she was pretty good. I was surprised. She said some answer to something that surprised me. But
my only problem was when she said, they said, "Do you think this is funny?" And she said, "I'm not the one to say," or something to that effect. I was a little surprised.
But she gave a good answer. Where she's like, "Look, this is who he is. Like, if he doesn't do that,
she definitely had his back.
Yeah, we can't put chains on him because then what are we doing here? Like, this is the person that people like." But yeah, I think but I think is sort of her job, right?
And I think she's in a weird place because she has to balance
being a woman,
people calling her a token over and over again, and also working for Barstool.
Right. So it wraps up. When did he say the lobotomy thing? That was actually a good moment.
Hold that, since this isn't about you or me, I'm not going to ask.
I'm trying to remember when Portnoy said the lobotomy thing. When the fuck was it?
It might have been when he was calling the fans crazy. He's like,
no, there's some quote of his where he said, "If you believe that, you
deserve."
What the fuck quote was it?
I can't remember.
Shit.
Do you want to play through a little bit of the full interview?
Not really.
Go back and cut.
No, I'm just trying to remember I forget. Some quote he said where it was basically, I know exactly what it was. It was Wagner. Where he said he's in love with her and he wants to put. Do you have that? He wants to put his tongue down her throat.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've got a little bit of Soledad on that. I didn't pull much of.
Okay. Because essentially, so unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to reenact it. So basically, Soledad O'Brien, Portnoy has this ongoing bit, which if you have a fucking brain in your head, you can tell that's a comedic bit where he's saying he's in love with this woman who's constantly shitting on him, right? I mean, isn't that how it reads to you or no?
Yes. The idea is that she hates him so much
that it turns him on. Right. Yeah. This is a joke. It's like a fucking sitcom. And
you use a lot of phrases that have some kind of sexual connection.
Right. She says that, and then he says he would like to stick his tongue down her throat or something.
Yeah.
And basically
I want to stick my tongue down her throat.
Do you have the rest of that or no?
It's kind of violent, right? I mean, it is. I think so.
And then Portnoy says to her, anybody who takes that stuff seriously should have a fucking lobotomy, I think is what. And I'm with him 100% on that. Like, look, I'm all for, God knows I'm all for Me Too, wonderful, but is this really where we're getting at, where guys clearly, this is as satirical as it fucking gets. I don't know.
And it just, the people that are bothered by that shit don't go to Barstool Sports.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't get what we're doing here over and over again. Barstool's sexist. They don't fucking read it. People like it.
The Barstool, out of curiosity, we're going to get, hopefully we should get one of these producers on tomorrow or Friday, I hope. Did one of these producers or writers or anything, did they reach out to 15 people who like Barstool? Or did they reach out to one?
Oh, they did. At the end, she says something about how, now a lot of the fans
good fellas, yeah.
And it's like, well, where are they in the fucking thing?
Honestly, I thought she actually came across pretty well at the end with Gumbel.
Yeah, Gumbel seemed like an idiot.
Total out-of-touch douchebag.
Where are these figures coming from?
Yeah. We have that?
Yeah, no, I thought the funniest thing that Gumbel asked is, after all of that, after all of the comparisons to third world dictator, cult leader, whatever, then he says, now, I'm not going to ask your opinion personally.
Right.
Because you're just an objective.
We've already got
you're right down the middle here. We're not going to have you take any sides on this story.
Soledad, since this isn't about you or me, I'm not going to ask, nor am I going to say your opinion of either.
See, Bryant's doing his thing now where he's like, you can tell
Nardini.
I'm disgusted by this whole thing, but we need.
He's telling you. He's saying, well, obviously, you're going to be repulsed by
it really makes me sick to talk about this thing, but we have to do this. It's our job. We really have to be journalists. Go ahead.
Most stoolies are angry white males?
Stop. I mean, that is really that you're saving, right? That is the fucking craziest question. Talk about imagine if you, and we do this all the time. I know. Just fucking flip it. Just flip it and imagine
about anyone else.
I mean, can you imagine?
Just about anyone else.
Can you imagine? Just saying, are they mostly angry black guys, or what's mostly angry lesbians?
Aren't all feminists angry?
Aren't they really
women?
angry closeted lesbians? It's so fucking crazy. And by the way, and we'll play our answer in a second. I have had, again, I'm new here. I've done, a few events with Barstool. I was at the Super Bowl last couple of years. I've done things with these guys. The one thing I'll say about when I go to these fucking bars and do these live shows, which I do hate because these people are lunatics.
Sure.
The last thing they are is angry. They're fucking young guys who are mostly dumb, having a good time. I'm envious because I'm miserable all the time. I'm angry at how happy they are. I'm angry. I'm an angry white guy. They're just having I don't know about your interactions, Mike. This is silly.
Mine have been surprisingly. You'd think I would be the one that would take a beating just because I'm an easy target, obviously. Right. I've gotten surprisingly good feedback.
But even if you took a beating, it would be a beating in
I
a
signed
fun
up
way.
For. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Even like the 10 people who were there last week or whatever, when we threw that quick emergency Curtatone thing.
Right.
Fucking fun guys just laughing.
Wicked, yeah.
Breaking balls, doing, it's weird. It's strange. It's almost like Fortnite figured out what there's mainstream media doesn't get it. Maybe I should run a company where it's just people who kind of are like regular people who are at a bar or something, sit in a stool and just talk. It's weird. It's almost like that's what he came up with.
Maybe he found a group of people that kept getting told over and over, you're a piece of shit for laughing at this stuff.
Yeah, you're a fucking asshole. Is it safe to play the question again? I want to hear it, and it's exactly so.
Most stoolies are angry white males?
Is that fair to say?
Look, I'm just going to ask you a question that has absolutely no proof behind it. We've done no research on it. We've talked to nobody. Safe to say that they're angry white males. First of all, I know what a white man is. I know what a male is. I know what angry is. But what does that really mean? She would never say this. She basically told him what the fuck are you saying? In the liberal way.
But I think he over-indexes in young white men.
Oh, God.
Is it fair to say the millions of social media followers they have are all angry white males?
Here's what I would ask Bryant Gumbel and Soledad O'Brien. What do you think the average HBO subscriber is? Do you think it's probably a white male?
Yes, but they're happy.
Oh, they're happy white males. Okay, what do you think the average CNN viewer is? Do you think it's mostly white people? I'm going to say yes on that one.
None of them are. There's no angry Democrats.
Yeah, why don't you look at honestly, if you had to guess, what percentage of HBO subscribers? I have no idea. We can look it up right now. Are white?
60.
I'd say more.
More, yeah.
Well, no, that's probably right.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would say 60 or 70%. Yeah.
Right. I mean, men.
People who do nasty things.
People who do. First of all, who are the people who do nasty things? Which people?
White guys.
Stoolies.
Is that what she said?
Stoolies.
Yes.
What?
So I thought this
was
what?
Say mean things on Twitter.
What Barstool person? What is she? Who's she talking? So when you say stoolies, that's the followers.
Yes.
So which followers are the people who tweet things?
Nah, it doesn't matter. Don't look too much into it.
What percentage is that?
Don't ask so many questions.
Is that did Erica say that it's 1/10 of 1% or something? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Isn't that probably true?
Maybe less than that.
I mean, I don't those people are. As Trump once said, "You want me to renounce? I renounce. I renounce them. I renounce them." As he once said about the fucking Klan.
Well, and I think I heard Casey Smith or someone saying this. They go after the people at Barstool too. They might go after their enemies, but they might.
Of course they do.
Casey Smith's untalented. She's just here because she's hot. Carabas is a fucking moron.
Well, that's true.
You know what I mean? All that shit that the Barstool people get from the same people. It's what do you? What
It'd be great, in the middle of it, if
Soledad
Soledad O'Brien just decided to go on how bad Carabas is, just totally change the whole focus of the story.
That's part two of the documentary.
Why does this person have a job?
I mean, I was kind of waiting for the Curtatone to come up, right?
Yeah, but that feels too
new because they've been doing this for a while.
Yeah,
right?
and it's localized. And Carabas this weekend had a video on Twitter where he got a division bell tattoo. He's a fucking idiot.
This man has never heard of the Chernobyl disaster.
That would be that to me would be a good episode. But of course, they're so they don't say that they reached out to all these women to talk about Barstool. They all said no, fine, I don't believe that. But what they failed to mention is I don't know if they talked to anybody else, but as you said, Rhea tweeted out last night They talked to her for an hour. Like, I'm sure
Casey would have done it. Liz Gonzalez would have done it.
Of course. They only had nice things to say. I'm guessing. Maybe they did. Who knows? But they had things to say. By the way, I'm going to take a wild guess. If they brought Rhea or Casey on and they criticized Barstool, I'm going to guess they would have found their way onto that.
By the
those
way,
15 minutes.
Dave Portnoy made Rhea cry on the radio. So
what do you say? She
might have
not good enough in 5 years, good looking enough in 5 years,
like
right?
Right. So it's like she might actually have negative shit to say, but also have a balanced opinion of the guy.
Dave Portnoy is building a pig pen for the fatties in the office. Did you see when he walked them through? He's like, I don't even know if I should say this or not. And she was like, and she was, I'm so offended by this.
Well, no, I thought the best was Portnoy told a joke. Fuck, I forget what he said, but he goes, I'm not going to say that. I'm not.
Yeah, that was the fatties.
That was the fatties.
Oh,
that was the same
one. He goes, I'm not going to say that, and she goes, you notice that's a funny way of saying, as if she got him.
I trapped you.
Boy, I got you.
You actually wound up saying it without saying it. Like
Soledad gets another one.
Into my.
She looked at the producer like, we've got that right.
Yes, come into my web, said the spider to the fly.
So this is the question.
She's like Moroso, really.
This is the one from Bryant Gumbel that Barstool kind of jumped on.
Oh, this is great. This is so great.
You've done a lot of stories for us. Was this the most unpleasant one?
It wasn't unpleasant.
As we said, she's a woman who was covered fucking Sandy Hook. She's covered friggin' the heroin epidemic. She's been in wars. So,
are you all right?
Gumbel's like, I'm sure she lives. Does she live in New York?
I would think, but I don't know.
I mean, don't they all?
Right. I would assume she lives in New York. So basically, she probably got to get up kind of late that day, have like a nice breakfast, then go into a nice building and talk to some people and go home. Is this the most unpleasant thing you've ever had to do? She's like, no, honestly, I'm guessing that she's been.
Have you sought help?
She's probably been sexually harassed at one of her jobs in her life, I'm sure, by some creep. By the way, not at Barstool, but
right.
She's sitting there saying I could tell she was trying to humor Gumbel in a way, but I could tell part of her wanted to be like, no, not at all. Like,
it was fine.
Fuck are you talking
I'm an
about?
Adult.
Yeah, like I talk to people. It's the worst thing. What was the list of? Somebody tweeted out last night. Who was it? I favorite it. Let me see if I can find her. Liked it, whatever it is.
I loved Gumbel asking, who is valuing
who are
Barstool
these people?
Much? And she said, I believe it's street value. as if you could just walk up to Peter Chernin on the street and say, I got $100 million.
Want a little bit of Barstool here. Barstool, got some Barstool.
Peter, I got a real riser here. This is a real comer, this company. It's called a Barstool. We're going to start it at $30 million. I hear $30 million. Do I get 50? Do I get 50 for this one? 75. We're on the street here. $100 million street sale. Here we go. That's a great example. She should just say, you know what? I don't really know. Like,
yeah, right.
Can we do another cut? Can we try? Like, it's not live, right? Let's do it again. Like, I don't know. Like, first of all, what a dumb question anyway.
The guy out in the corner told me $100 million.
Gumbel's like suspicious. Like, who's saying this? What people? What
nefarious
who
characters
follows Barstool? Like, he's so. What the fuck is he so offended by?
Right. They just have guys that age have no concept.
Bryant Gumbel, by the way, was followed on today's show and was really good friends with Matt Lauer. Matt Lauer, great friend of his. Which I don't know. Is that what's more repulsive? Somebody you have no control over tweeting something. It was 4 followers, by the way. Tweeting something to some girl, and the guy's a fucking idiot. Or Matt Lauer having a rape.
Locking the door.
I know you're gonna defend.
Kind of a vile person.
He's kind of a vile person, right? Yeah. That was a nice. She felt like she had to say that, right? But he's kind of a vile person, isn't he?
Sure.
I mean, I don't know, not vile, but you know what I mean. Whatever it is. Yeah, he'll tell you he's an asshole.
He's a lovable asshole.
But yeah, I would give it overall. I would say it met my expectations pretty much what I expected. I mean, like the Gumbel thing at the end put it over the top to me. That's where it got better.
Yeah.
What did you guys grade overall?
Grade as far as what I thought of it, or
just
what?
give a fucking grade, Mike. I mean, I'm looking for the copy here. I'm trying to read.
I thought it was total and
Jesus.
complete shit.
It was not a real question.
Now, how will I be scored on this?
What a deep thinker.
I think Barstool should respond with a documentary on HBO that's just as fair and balanced.
Absolutely, or a documentary on Gumbel, who was at NBC for years, and a fucking home of sexual depravity. And who knows what's going on at HBO? They should do that. We should do that.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that?
Well, we'd have to spend a lot of time in New York to do that, wouldn't we?
I want to, but that would. The problem is, I would want Soledad O'Brien to narrate it because I love her narration skills.
Would be great.
Like
Kirk Minihane is a pig of a man.
When he was 13, he masturbated in the back of a Suburban.
Unbeknownst to his parents who were in the front seat.
In that car with him, his mother and father. Today, dead.
They turned him on.
That's true. We get some good drops out of it. But that is tremendous, like slanted, biased, 101. Like in the past, 20 years ago, you could get away with that. Now people just laugh. The beauty is nobody takes that seriously except for that little weird inner circle. Will that inner circle go away when people who are in their 20s now are in their 60s? Or do people just become douches? Like, do they just sort of flock?
Yeah, eventually you come. Well, I'll be an old curmudgeon. I kind of already am.
It's true, yeah. But like, do they just start working at the Globe and at CNN and at Bryant Gumbel and start thinking that shit? I don't know. So yeah, I enjoyed it because I like slanted bias television you can pick apart. I could do that all day. I could do the Soledad O'Brien boys. I could do the Gumbel questions. Like, give me Gumbel again.
Soledad, since this isn't about you or me, I'm not going to ask, nor am I going to say your opinion of either Portnoy or Nardini.
Oh, give me the answer about the street value. I like that.
I think that's the rough value on the street.
No, you don't. You have no fucking... It's okay. I wouldn't know either. Like, you have no idea.
Yeah, like if you go to your local heroin... Hey, how much can I get for Barstool Sports?
The rough value on the street. Jesus. What are we doing here? We're doing Getro. Do we have Getro Man?
Yes, we do.
All right, let me hear from Getro Man before we tell you why to get this product.
Getro Man here. Now that Roman wipes are here to save men from the tragedy of premature ejaculation. I've seen a lot of men fucking for hours and hours. The women love it, but I'm worried about the men. It's okay to fuck through, say, an entire inning of Red Sox baseball. But remember, you need proper hydration, and you need to make sure your heart is healthy enough to fuck for the duration of those long, awkward pauses. But remember, if you're worried about coming too quick, just turn on the Getro Man signal, and I'll come save the day with Roman wipes. Getro Man, away! Getro...
I'm disappointed he didn't go after his evil villain, Kirk Minihane.
Yeah, I thought we were having a little battle here. But yeah. Getro Man, by the way, sounds like he's like in the is he in one of these distant lands where he's still trying to get his shit together?
I think he was in the field.
Okay. There was not as much passion in that one.
Getro Man feels like Getro Man needs to fight back. We need redemption in Act 3. So that's Getro Man. You go to GetRoman.com/Kirk. GetRoman.com/Kirk. $5 for the first month when you choose that monthly plan. If you use the link GetRoman.com/Kirk. That's GetRoman.com/Kirk. Couple of show notes here, boys, before we get moving on here. A little feedback yesterday from my criticism of my former company and my partners there in crime. I spoke to Jerry Callahan for about 20 minutes. It was not a pleasant conversation, I have to say. It did not end well. He claims he did not take part in this in any way, shape, or form. I said, well, you should blame your producers then, because then he said no. He claims the producers in no way promoted that they were being critical of the show or of you. Like, it's not true. So that was it from that end. It was not a pleasant back and forth. We're now.
So he's trying to say you overreacted.
Yeah, which, I mean, I would say that's kind of what I do. I was frustrated and mad, but that's what we do. And as I said to him, with you and I over the years, Jerry and I, like when somebody shits on us, we shit back twice as hard. That's what you do. They fought back at me all this morning. I'm 2 hours in. I've seen no social media reaction to
I didn't hear it. I listened to as much as I could this morning. They were talking about a Julian Edelman documentary.
I put it on at 6 o'clock and I turned it off at 6:05. It was
rough.
It was so
I think that
bad.
there's some tension in the studio. Right as they were going into their first commercial break, they had a little bit of a squabble between Mutt and Jerry.
Oh,
and it's tied into the PEDs, which I'll explain coming up after we hear from Ken Laird and Trent.
This is Boston's
we have to get to a
station.
What is your
what's trending?
Stop.
I can't stop. Once we start,
you can't turn the trending music down.
That sounds fake. That sounds fake anyway. Hey, whoa, we're not going to leave. We're not going to fight off the air. We're going to bring it on the air.
Because wouldn't his mic be off by now?
No, I mean maybe, but that's like that's their whole we're going to be. It's all orchestrated.
Yeah. He goes on to say, "Oh, this isn't like a podcast where we just do a live read every 90 minutes."
Oh shit! Damn it! That got me. Fucked us.
And they
over.
do commercials every 15 minutes. So I don't know.
Exactly. What is that point supposed to be?
It's like a great advertisement for not listening to podcasts. By the way, we have more commercials. Okay, great.
Well, yesterday 98.5 was saying that radio is better than podcasts because of the commercial breaks.
Well, I heard. So Mike Felger, who's a very popular host of my station, the guys I like over at 98.5. I'm a 98.5 guy, always have been. I guess went on some rant about podcasts. Or I've heard him do this in the past.
It seems similar to what Howard Stern said about podcasts, where it just seemed very out of touch. Like,
yeah, it's a weird
old guy that doesn't get it.
No, I have to say I appreciate somebody who knowingly is aware that he's probably going to take shit for saying it.
Sure.
Like I think Michael Felger's probably aware that he's going to seem out of touch. So I almost in a way, as opposed to trying to pretend like you like it, he's a sporto. Like he listens to sports talk radio, reads a sports page, and doesn't give a fuck. I'm like if somebody asks me what the show is. Like, Felger does a sports show. Jerry and Mutt do a sports show.
Right.
Fantastic does a sports show. I don't know what we do. I don't know what this
Talk
is.
show. You talk about whatever you feel like.
Thank you. Perfect. That's all. You've described it perfectly. Thank you, Mike. Good to have you.
did.
It's the cult of Kirk.
It's a talk show. You talk about what you feel like.
This is a religious service.
Honestly, that is what you do. Like, what more? How better could I say?
Well, essentially what it is I talk for 10 minutes, you defend some rapist, and I criticize you for it, and then we talk about something else.
It's a good model we've designed.
You should do your own separate podcast where you defend famous rapists in history.
Just a different one every
week. That'd be a good one.
I could do it.
Every Wednesday. I know where you'd start, First of all, I would start with that Clifford joke and just go from there. Because once you do that.
That's why I haven't done stand-up. I don't have the delivery.
So we got Felger here? Is this good or no?
I still hate the format. I just want to say it because podcasts.
You don't like the incessant rambling?
They
can be an hour and a half long.
I don't like the pacing.
As opposed to 4
hours. I don't like
your
the
show's
tempo.
4 hours.
As opposed to 4 hours where you're talking about who's going to win a game. Like, what? You could do that. That's fine if that's what people want to hear. But what's the difference?
And podcasts you can pause and come back to. It's like,
we don't take calls? Like, you want to take calls from Kevin and Quincy talking about who the Celtics should trade Marcus Smart? Like, go ahead.
It sounds like the Saturday Night Live Shreddy Balls skit.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that means, really.
That skit is only 25 years old. Like, with Alec Baldwin, it's an NPR thing, I guess. Does he go on and on? Jesus.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just a little too NPR and even keeled. Put these folks on a clock.
I think you've shaken regular guys
Jesus
in the city.
Christ.
You've gotten people scared.
I know, hour and a half, and I like that's Jim Murray. I think. Well,
I like Jim Murray a lot.
Who, by the way, has reached out and said how much he likes the podcast. So is the producer of that show, by the way, Jimmy Stewart.
Broadcast,
that's
not
okay.
podcast.
No
broadcast.
But as I said, the producer of that, Jimmy Stewart, nice guy. He said, "Oh, it seems like you're having a great time." And I said, "Oh, it seems like Felger doesn't like podcasts in general." But that's okay. Like, it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
I get it. If you're Felger's age or older, there is a sort of dividing line, I think, and he's about 50 probably, where they want to hear in their head, okay, they're doing this commercial segment. Like, whereas it doesn't matter to me. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me.
Right.
Maybe I'm wrong.
But I also didn't hear that a lot before you started a podcast. It's weird
It's
to me
become
that
more,
all of a sudden Kirk Minihane starts a podcast and there's a lot of podcasts.
Well, I think in Boston particularly, they're going to feel like, Jesus is taking away even a little bit of a sliver of the audience, which it might. I mean, I don't know. But I don't know. I also don't know. So this brings me to a couple of questions. Housekeeping items, as my friend John Dennis would say, about podcasts. So number one, so a radio show every day is 4 hours. I did a 4-hour show. I'm getting some feedback from people who love the podcast, but say they're too long every day.
Too long?
Yeah, an hour and 45. So I don't know. Should it be an hour and 10 minutes? I mean, why can't I do an hour 45 radio shows 4 hours?
After the first day I did this, I told Steve that I could see you doing longer every day.
Yeah, I haven't heard anyone say it's too long. I've heard just the opposite.
All, yeah.
Good, but well done. You're both pardoned. That's the answer I wanted to hear. I don't want any criticism here. But I can see where people, because podcasts are different. Where you grab it maybe 20. Some people 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. Whereas a radio show, the thing you forget. I always forget is nobody's listening for 4 fucking hours to a radio show. You know that statistically, we get the numbers all the time. Average time listening for us was like 35, 40 minutes, which is a lot.
Yeah.
So, is everybody going to listen every day for an hour 45? Probably not. But my reaction to them was, well, then they don't have to listen to the whole show that day. Just listen to the next day.
Right. Well, I would say we could have done, yesterday was 2 podcasts. We could have chopped the
we could have done Sue as its own, and the Moroso /
Yes.
EI is another one.
That was 2 full
maybe,
podcasts.
But you can get to it whenever you want.
That's
the
other
I mean?
thing.
Like, your radio audience was listening in the car usually,
right.
Whereas podcasts you can do it on your jog, whatever.
Where did you find? I saw you tweet that out the other day. Where did you find most people? When were they listening to it? Didn't we tweet? Not you, Mike. Jesus Christ.
I tweeted it out.
You did?
No, yeah.
Oh, from the account.
We're talking about the poll question.
Yes, that's right. You're part of this is very confusing.
It was like 25%, 25%, 25%.
Yeah, it was all about even.
Yeah.
Was that time of day or where they were doing it? Time of day?
I think it was. I said morning drive, lunch, drive home, or just in your own.
Yeah, I'm seeing a big spike in tweets about the show around the drive home, which I guess makes sense, right? Yeah. People during the day, some listen to it, some don't. I guess so. That stuff's curious. So you guys are. What do you think's in your mind, Steve? What's the perfect length for a podcast for us?
I would say about an hour and a half.
Yeah, I think it's probably about right. Closer to an hour 20.
I'm hearing from people that they like it because they can, in 2 portions, there's 2 big drives you have, morning and evening, and if you get a little bit of Kirk in both drive, you're happy.
Well, you're not going to get me in the morning, though.
The following morning.
The next
people
day.
People could be listening to the Sue O'Connell portion this morning on the way to work, and it's more exciting than whatever the fuck they're going to hear on drive time radio.
Sure. What are you saying, Mike?
No, I was just agreeing. I would say about an hour and a half is a good time. I could listen longer, but I get that most people.
Is this affecting your own podcast enterprise, its own empire? Is this hurting the Blindside Pods? I don't want to take anything away from it.
I've put a lot less effort into trash talk lately.
Do you feel? Are you feeling the other people in your world are getting jealous of your rise here? I mean, you did make $355 yesterday.
I heard about that. I haven't seen the benefits yet. I don't know what my cut is of that.
We're still waiting for the money transfer to clear, but I have the piece of artwork here. Both of you guys have to sign.
So you get all 3 drawings?
Yes.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
4, technically.
That's true.
This one's just a little bit more abstract.
So we blew this yesterday. This is on me. I was going to text you yesterday. Anytime Mike is here, anytime. And he mentioned it on the air. And we have a 4th person in the studio. Mike should always draw them, and we should have in our studio. Yep. It should be like that restaurant in New York where it's all the the cartoon drawings. We should have it all over the place. As Mike's, don't you think?
But if we can make $355 for him, why would we save him for the studio?
Well, I think the first one, that's sort of, that's kind of his Mona Lisa. I think maybe later on Mike can sell it sort of like, when guys sell their Super Bowl rings when they're broke.
Okay.
Mike can sell the entire art collection at some point.
But it's
going to
be
on sale.
It really goes up in value when he dies, though. Like all.
That's true. That's true.
Soon.
Yes. One would hope. But does that make sense? Wouldn't that be a good look in the studio?
I think it'd be fantastic.
Okay, we'll do that.
We'll have to frame him, though.
What would do you think you could have drawn Sue or no?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I got a boy that I get good feedback on her.
She would not have been flattered by my
That's probably
depiction,
true.
But
she's already asking for a paycheck.
Is that right?
Yeah, no, we retweeted her from the account, and she said it was nice
visiting.
Like
she might need it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would think that she at some point, but that's the other thing we're trying to figure out with Mike. I texted him last week and said he's doing a great job. We got to figure out a way to get you some money here. I mean, this is silly. And of course, he was like, "No, it's okay. I don't want to get paid."
I didn't say that.
Basically, he did. And we did the same thing he always did, which is like, "I'm really grateful for you." It's a different text. Mike is like a different Mike. I'm really grateful for this. This really means
You're
a lot
great
to
guy.
me. Like, so, Mike.
Whenever you need me.
Yeah, I got your back no matter what. But so we'll figure that out too. I had one other show item as well. Shit, I forget. I don't know. So yesterday we came back here in the afternoon and interviewed Candace Owens.
I heard it was stellar.
Well, I mean, Steve's fucking me up. This is a Steve Robinson issue, I think. So I wanted to do it, by the way. I said we should do it. So we came in at noon, set it up, and we talked for how long? 15 minutes, maybe?
Yeah, 15, 20.
Did you listen to it?
Yes.
It just was not great. Like, I don't want to play 15 minutes of
Wasn't
interview.
your best interview,
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
Yeah, I don't want to play 15 minutes of an interview. It's not great.
She was just boring.
She kind of steamrolled you.
Not really. Like, where?
I mean, like when she got snappy with you and, she
but
clearly at the beginning told you that the tweet that she sent out was sarcastic. Like, that's bad on her, but then you come back around to it and she's like, listen, bitch, like I already told you that was sarcastic. Why are we talking about it?
At that point, I was done, though.
Yeah,
I really
I know.
was.
You were just trying to get a rise out
She was
of her,
humorless and but Steve's like nervous. He thinks we're going to get like social media Republican backlash or something.
No, it's not that at all.
He's like, we owe it to her to play the interview.
I did not say that.
We did text right now.
Whatever
it was.
I just said I'm not so sure that we should spike it. I think we could play a little bit and have a reaction to it on the show. And by the way, have you ever heard her on any other show I've produced?
Oh shit, Ben Koo.
No,
we got to do that. I'm not so sure we should spike Candace. I could chop it down in a way that's fair to her. We could put it at the end, less than 10 minutes.
Which I mean is not taking her out of context. Just
like take her out of context.
That's what I meant by being fair to her. Not trying to do like a mainstream media hatchet job.
But we don't do that. When have I ever done that? We'll play the cuts and I'll say, well, this is. So I only wanted to have her on because she tweeted last weekend that she thinks if you burn the flag, you should be kicked out of the country, essentially. You should have to renounce your citizenship. So I thought, well, that's interesting. That's crazy. But, maybe she'll have a good defense. I asked her about it. First of all, we start and I asked a couple of questions about the debates the next couple of days. So I figured, before we get to the...
You did the Moroso thing. You softened her up a little.
I did learn
You'll
from
learn
Moroso.
from the best.
So let's skip those for now and get to the first flag question. And by the way, hold on. So I'm sorry. I don't think most of our Barstool listeners know who Candace Owens is. So she's a right winger. She's young. She's like 30. She used to be a Democrat. She's now a Republican, right?
Friend of Kanye.
He tweeted her out. She has like 1.5 million Twitter followers. And I thought, well, all right, But immediately, just as Carmine Sabia, is that his name?
Yes.
Did the other day, it's fucking deflated right away.
Yeah, that was odd. You can't be like, hey, I'm a provocateur. I'm just messing around.
Well,
it's like that takes away from the provocateur.
Well, here's the question and the answer. Go ahead.
What was astonishing to me was how seriously people took the tweet.
I guess we don't need the question. We just
first
need the
and
answer.
foremost, the president
What the
doesn't
fuck are we
make
doing?
laws, right?
Right.
Stop. Do we have my question or no?
No, I don't have your question.
Why not?
I just played her answer. I figured you were going to set it up.
Steve's big on one-sided conversations today.
What is going on? Like, why are you? What?
I thought you were going to set it up.
Do you have my question cut up at all?
No, I don't.
So
have
you're
your
concerned.
You're
concerned about us not doing a hatchet job on hers. You're concerned
because you told me.
But you have selective cuts played. Like what the fuck?
You told me.
Why don't you just have it in total? It will pick through it.
You told me last night that you were going to take little bits of it.
You
so
suck,
I pulled
Steve. You're fucking fired. Get out of here, Mike. You're the new producer.
All right.
Get to work. Like what the fuck? And by the way, I can tell that you're fucking sweating because it's hot in here.
It is warm.
It is
I'm
fucking
sweating, too.
1,000 degrees in here.
We turned the AC on first thing when we got here.
There's no way the AC is on in here. There's no way. There's no fucking way. It's 3 million degrees in here. So I asked her, so you need me to ask the question again? I can set up again.
Do it as you did that. Try and get into your mindset.
Critics say, no, what I said was basically read her tweet, which is that, if the flag, she said, if I was the president, I would basically kick anyone out of the country who burns a flag and bring in a hardworking legal immigrant. Whatever. In no way, shape, or form did anyone, Steve, you'd agree with this, read that as sarcastic.
No.
Right?
The right-wingers were retweeting her going, hell yeah, get him out!
Yeah, did you see this, Mike, or no?
The tweet?
Yeah. Did you think it was sarcastic?
I did not at all,
okay,
no.
Here's her answer.
What was astonishing to me was how seriously people took the tweet. First and foremost, the president doesn't make laws, right?
Right. Listen, I understand, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it was a sentiment I was giving off, and I was like trolling the left.
That's just, at this point, I'm done. Like, I have to admit, maybe I should have sat in there and fought, but I was like, if you're going to do this, there's nowhere you can go with this. There's going to be no argument. We're done. So
you got to stick to the character. If you're going to be a troll, you got to stick to
right.
that
So I'll
character.
admit, like, I checked out from that. I was like, we'll do the perfunctory because I thought maybe we go to it later. She'll give me a better answer and we'll fight about it. But we went back to it, and this to me is like humorless. I don't know. Do we have that part where I ask her? So we talk about
the second when you come back to
it?
we
talk about like transgender shit for like 10 minutes, which is boring. I'm like, I know what she's going to say. I know what I'm going to say. I want to get back to it. So I get back to it, and she's like, geez, there's no playing here.
If I were president, the punishment would be a renunciation of citizenship, no jail time, no fines. It'd be 1 year to liquidate your assets and get the hell out of the country. In exchange, extend citizenship to a hardworking legal immigrant. So you're saying this is satirical?
Yeah, I mean, the president doesn't make laws, guys.
But that doesn't mean if you were president, you wouldn't feel that way. That part of it's not satire. You actually feel that way, right?
No, I mean, what do you mean? What do you mean feel?
Well, obviously, presidents don't make those laws. But you're saying if you were president, would you like that to happen?
I'm making a larger statement, which is that if you don't like America, get the hell out of the country. Okay, like you have plenty of options. Get the hell out of the country. People. It's weird to me how much people read into tweets. Like, what was this?
That's weird.
Yeah,
like,
don't even have fault.
Yeah, as I said earlier, even like you're not presenting. I don't know. Whatever.
It's weird that you say things and people listen. To
yeah, like it's not. But you're right. She was like snapping. She's like, I already said this. And so I'm like, all right, well, I don't know. Like, do we have to play? If I don't think the interview is good, why do we have to play? Because we asked her to come on?
I mean, I think it's fair to spike it, but I thought that there were some good moments if you condense it down. I thought her getting snappy and being pissy at you was kind of entertaining.
All right, do we have that? Let's play that.
Like, how much? I mean,
like common sense. Like I'm not saying that if I was president, there would be a law and an exchange program. I mean, I don't know how we've already covered this, so I don't know why we're going back. And
so I read it. I just hadn't read the tweet again. It doesn't appear to be satirical. Maybe I just misread it. It doesn't appear to be satirical at all.
Well, I just explained it to you thorouly. So
that is entertaining, Steve. You're right. It's incredible.
Well, we all know Steve's trying to make it the next Rush Limbaugh.
No kidding, Jesus. What's entertaining?
You're the one who asked for Candace Owens.
Right, correct. What I say when it was over yesterday at 12:15.
You said immediately we're going to spike that.
Yeah, so you try it and it doesn't work. So what is that? That's your defense as I asked for?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Okay, it didn't work.
But he was saying that I'm trying to turn you into fucking Rush Limbaugh.
Well, I think Sabia was. I actually think Sabia was better. Like, he's kind of playful. He's an idiot. Like, give me an idiot any day of the week. Bury me with an idiot. Like, at least they're like, you can sort of mock them. She was like, she came in with the I'm better than you. You're not allowed to mock me.
Annoyed.
No, like, and what is she? Why is she famous? What am I missing?
Because Kanye tweeted about her.
Like, what has she done? Is she the Hitler one?
I don't remember.
She said about Hitler or something. Is that her?
I don't remember.
I feel like she did. I don't know. Look it up. Tip one. I wouldn't use Hitler at all. I know Mike defends him, but but other I don't.
Great leaders of.
By the way, it's fun watching Steve sweat. Not because I'm arguing, but actually watching the heat of the room get to him because it is temperature. And look at these. Look at this.
Why does he usually claim it's not hot in here?
Yeah, well, his thing is he hates the sound of the air conditioning. So I think he is not turn the air conditioning on.
So he ignores
it. Yes,
Mike, you heard me tell them to put the air conditioning on when I came in.
Do you have the sense the air conditioning is on?
I do not. No.
Okay. I mean, is this an issue for you at all? It affects the performance of the show. Yeah. All right. Movement Watches. Stop you right now. Look at your left wrist because our friends at Movement Watches have got exactly what you're missing. Lots of great quality, clean all around, good looking watches and accessories we can actually afford. Well, you can actually afford. If me, I could buy 50 of them. I choose to buy only one right now, but I'm going to buy some more down the line. And I have my sunglasses, which are in the car for Movement, which are great. The watches start at just $95. You're guaranteed to find something you love that won't break your bank. Startup company, total success story. They understand what it's like living on a tight budget because they lived it as well, and that's why they wanted to make quality products that are accessible to everyone. They sold over 2 million of these, by the way. So jump on board right now and get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/Kirk. mvmt.com/Kirk. See why movement keeps growing. Check out their expanding collection. Remember sunglasses as well with the great watches. Go to mvmt.com/Kirk today and join the movement. Can we get Mike? You having a watch? Would that be any good for you at all, or no?
I mean, maybe stylish as far as
you're a new guy. Now. Can we talk to people in movement? Get him a watch.
Yeah, let's get Mike a watch.
All right, good.
Maybe big font.
Yeah, look at that lift. Yes, that lift wrist to yours.
Do they do
nice
Braille
watch.
watches?
That wouldn't help me. I don't know Braille.
You don't know? You don't really?
I'd be fucked in two forms. Yeah.
When will you be blind totally?
I don't know that I ever will be. They told me when I was a child that it wasn't going to get any worse, and that
how's that going? Okay,
not going great. So I don't
you say you'll be blind in 5 years?
No, I don't think so. I hope not.
I don't know. The AC's back on. We're told.
That's what they say.
Do you believe that?
Do you feel anything?
No, but I will say the sun probably didn't help. We had the sun glaring, whatever the fuck it was with us too. It is friggin' so hot. I would say it's 90 degrees in here. No,
that's about fair. Maybe 85.
So back to the Gumbel thing real quick because I wanted to mention this in the first segment. So a writer from Awful Announcing, another site that hates Barstools, hated me for years too. This writer Ben Koo tweets out that he deleted the tweet. Do we have the since deleted tweet or no? Basically, he said Barstool pieces out. They talked to Portnoy and Nardini. No female people wanted to be interviewed, and he meant, I think, maybe that no female critics wanted to be interviewed, like they had said within the story.
Yeah, because they said that.
Yeah, but it came across like he meant no female Barstool employees wanted to be interviewed, and Rhea and these other people were like, "Well, we talked." He deleted the tweet and backtracked immediately. But that shows you again, like another writer who does doesn't reach out. Like before you do this stuff, you're a journalist. You have to ask fucking questions.
Yeah, not anymore. You can just get away. You can just say shit, and most people that follow him will probably believe, oh, women didn't want to talk to Barstool. I mean, HBO.
And with all journalists, we asked him to come on. He said no.
He said, Real Sports Barstool segment that airs in a few hours is what you'd expect. First half, just a summary of the company's rise. Then second half focused on criticism. Hold on a second. The screenshot.
Even that's
not
true.
Second half of it.
No, it's really not.
There wasn't a summary of the company's rise.
Portnoy was Portnoy. Nardini was Nardini. Actually spelled Nadini wrong. But no woman agreed to speak on camera. No culpability accepted for harassment.
No. So I guess you could argue he meant no critics. Women, no critical, the 15 women or whatever?
No women agreed to speak on camera.
Yeah, you got to be more specific than that because it makes
first of all, he says Nardini is on it.
That's true. I feel like she's a woman. That's a good
I'm pretty
point.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's just weird. And then of course he deleted it and ran away and won't come on any shows and won't. And we're gonna reach out, right, Steve? We're gonna talk to these, try and reach out to the Bryant Gumbel people and the producers. And
we'll reach out to all the producers and try and get them on. But
they'll all say no. Nobody will come on.
We went to Ben Koo last night and he responded. I'm going to pass. Ben shelled. Talked with Rhea and K. Marco. Think my piece speaks for itself. Everyone seems fine with the situation. My girlfriend is having a panic attack. Would rather things move on, but appreciate the offer.
Well, there you go. Okay, I don't know. Maybe she's legitimately having a panic attack. If that is, then fine. I don't, whatever. I'm not going to question the validity of his girlfriend's panic attacks. But I would say that, I guess it would subside by, say, Friday if he wants to call in. I don't know the length of it, but it seems like, I love this. So they write these things, journalists, and then they won't come on and answer them. Like they're critical of Barstool for not accepting culpability, right?
Yeah,
that's what he said in that tweet.
Accepting blame for everything that Astuli has ever done.
But he won't accept culpability for his mistakes.
No, why would you?
Yeah,
he doesn't have to, so why would he bother?
It's just endless. It never friggin' ends. It's unbelievable.
And he says, I think my piece speaks for itself. Well, you also deleted that tweet that brought this all to our attention.
Do you think we'll ever do that rock opera wedding or no?
I mean, I've got the story right in my bag.
We're not going to do it today, probably. It's too hot. I hate a hot wedding. It doesn't really work for me. How many weddings are you going to this summer, Mike? You're in like the prime wedding years.
I went to one a couple weeks ago. I was a groomsman.
You were a groomsman?
Yeah, I don't think I have any others.
Who got married?
Was it at the Friday wedding?
Yes. Yeah,
that's big now. Friday weddings are the big things now.
It's cheaper.
Friday weddings, and nobody goes on their honeymoon after they get married.
No, they're not.
As we know,
they're going to Italy in September.
Yes, a lot of people do that now. Which does that make sense? Why does that make sense?
I don't know. I guess you get maybe a weekend away and then you get another vacation later. I don't know.
I'm not sure it's wrong why you're doing it, Steve. What's the...
Well, I think the explanation for us was there was so much energy into planning the wedding, planning the honeymoon afterwards.
How much energy did you really put into planning the wedding? Like,
quite a bit. I spent a lot of time scouting venues, driving around, looking for places.
If you were my fucking producer and you were doing that would have really annoyed. I have to tell you, that would have really pissed me off. Like, guys, there's.
Obviously, I would have tried to live like a separate life and completely hide it from you.
Where did you get married?
Phippsburg, Maine. At the 1774 Inn.
Oh, was it a big crowd?
About 100 people, 115.
Howie Carr there?
Yes, he was.
Really? His wife?
Yes.
Other show members?
No, Grace skipped.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I sat Howie next to my conservative uncle, who is
there
a
you
big Howie Carr super fan. Talked his ear off the whole time. Really pissed him off. Yeah.
Are you ready for this honeymoon?
No, I don't think so.
When do you leave?
July 3rd.
July 3rd is Wednesday.
The afternoon of July 3rd, yes.
Okay, so you're doing shows when next week?
1 and 2. July 1 and 2.
Okay, are we done the rest of that week?
Well, Barstool's calendar's off is the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th.
So we're off
we
that week.
can record an early show where it's up to
No, that's
you.
okay. I'm just trying to figure out what we're doing. So we're in Thursday, Friday. We have 4 more basically till the break.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you want to do some double recording stuff, like the Straight Pride Parade guys.
Right.
That would be like a recording after our normal recording hours.
So if you've only listened to the podcast, I did a Periscope with the guys who are running a Straight Pride Parade in Boston. Which one is the one I like is sort of the younger guy?
Patrick.
That's
the one who could hang. The one in the Bruins shirt.
So he's gonna talk to us.
Yes.
Is he coming in here to do it?
Yeah, he's going to come in here and talk with us. And he also, you remember during the interview they referenced this guy who was like, oh, he was young and funny. He's like the legend of the Straight Pride community.
I do not. No, I do not.
Well, they want to bring him in. Apparently, he's
good. I like that.
He's like their token minority or something.
Okay,
like that.
so you're gonna bring him in. Okay, so when do they want to come in? Next week?
Yeah, next Monday or Tuesday.
All right, so let's do it Monday. What, afternoon? Say?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So then, for what purpose? And when do we do that? When do we release that?
We could put it into the Tuesday show if we wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying
this is a podcast.
I'm
we
trying
have a lot
to figure
of
out.
flexibility.
I'm trying to figure out. So the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th. We're just not gonna have shows.
I don't think a July 4th podcast.
Right. No, I'm legitimately asking. I just don't know what the schedule is.
Yeah, I mean, you're the boss. I think it's up to you. But those days are off for Barstool.
Okay, great.
So I don't think anyone else is putting out a pod.
And then we're back Monday. Me, Mike, and Dave Cullinane.
Yes.
That's done. That's locked in.
Yes.
I'll be looking at Cullinane on Monday.
Yes.
And by Mike.
Yeah, we're actually Dave's going to be in one day while I'm still here, just to go over the process.
Great.
Training day.
Nothing I like better than somebody just hanging around. Where, just like sitting on the couch?
Yeah. Or he might be like over my shoulder. I don't know.
Why?
Just I want to make sure that everything goes smooth. I want to
It's
make
not
sure that the audio.
going to go smooth.
I want to make sure
It's
that
not.
the audio gets to Barstool.
Do you have a relationship with him, Mike? Because you're going to be.
I don't know him at all. Other than we've talked on Twitter a little bit, but other than that, I've never met him.
Do you feel like this is going to be a weird situation? It's so awkward,
There
right?
will be a lot of. I hope you're ready for a lot of Steve bad mouthing.
Well, it won't be, but I just
it
mean
won't be direct.
I just mean the awkward level of we don't really know each other. Like, it's
that too.
Like, you know me, I'm not great. Like, because we kind of all now have a thing going.
Yeah.
And now Steve's bailing, so now Dave is just going to come in.
You knew in advance that I had
I'm
the
not
honeymoon.
saying it's an issue, but Dave's going to come in. It's going to be fucking awkward. It's just going to be awkward.
I want to know, is Steve seems surprisingly confident. He's not worried at all that he's going away and this guy wants his job. You're not worried about that?
No, I guess I am kind of confident, yeah.
Well, I'm surprised. I'd be very nervous.
I mean, the reality is contractually, I can just say you're fired like today, right?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can feel the air, by the way. It's
You should
wonderful.
have said that with Cullinane listening.
That's good.
So you say you could be fired at any
But
time.
Cullinane will not be like that. It'll be like we said before. It's gonna be very passive aggressive.
Yes.
Like, oh, Steve's good. Yeah. Oh, that sounds.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
remember-
I noticed you didn't get all the context with those cuts from that HBO interview. You know,
Yeah.
I usually get
Well,
all
that
the
was,
context.
Well, that was an issue. But there'll be stuff like that. Like, oh, Steve's. I'm not gonna have you. We're gonna have some political person on. Like, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not a political show. Or are we? Do you want to be one? Or it's gonna be a lot of that stuff. Where
Kirk,
it's
I got
just-
the AC cranking at about 68 right now.
I just want to walk in, do the show, have fun, and leave. I don't want awkward stuff. I'm concerned that things are going to be awkward. It seems like you have some grasp now of what's going on here. Took a couple of days, right?
Yeah, it was a couple of days.
So how long is Cullinane in for? How many actual shows is he going to do?
Well, it depends. Are you going to take a week of vacation off, like you said
I might.
earlier this week?
I might.
Well, then he'll be with you for 2 weeks.
So you're going to be gone for 3 weeks?
Yes.
I don't understand why you would want to do that.
Once in a lifetime trip to Europe, man, before we have kids.
You go when you're like 60 or 55 like everyone does.
Yeah, and then you're old as balls
then
and
you
you can't
can't
walk
do anything.
around. You can't do
when you're
anything.
55, you can't do anything?
No, you're almost dead.
What?
Exactly.
What do you mean? Like, what does it even mean? Like, Keanu Reeves is 55.
You don't have any kids. You don't have any responsibility. I mean, besides the job.
You're gonna be bored. You're gonna be like you're gonna be listening every day. You're gonna be one of these people. I know it.
Oh, I'm gonna listen to the show every day. But when I get back, I'll have a little bit of I don't know, kind of credit with the wife.
Would
They
you want to
working
go
on the
for
Kirk
3
Minihane
weeks,
show.
Mike?
No, not even. No.
I mean, 3 weeks? That doesn't seem too long for you. So you're really 21
I'd get
real
very bored.
days.
Yes.
What day are you back?
The 26th. I'll fly back from Sicily.
26th. Okay. So you're working the 27th or no?
Well, the 26th I think is
it's a Friday.
Friday.
Okay, so the 29th or whatever.
Yeah, give him my time to get a little bit accommodated, figure out if I still have the job.
I mean, when's your next vacation after that? You're done, right?
Probably not for a very, very long time.
3
I mean,
years.
maybe the next time you take vacation.
No, you're working. Sorry, you'll be hosting. You and Mike will be on a show together. It'll be a grabber.
Oh, boy,
we want to hear that.
The fans will hate that.
All right, so we have that going on. Any update on? By the way, we have somebody now. I've been looking for this since the show started. Who everyone hates. That's Mark Moroso. Everybody
there's no
fucking.
one...
He is loathed by people. There are people texting me yesterday, tweeting me, emailing. Yesterday afternoon. Where was I? Stop and Shop. Somebody stopped me. Love the podcast. I hate Moroso. He is, which these people don't understand when they tell me that. Like when somebody's universally loathed like that, they're saying to me like, "Bring it on. This guy's part of the world now."
I'm glad there's somebody that's hated more than I am.
We know he is like. You
not even close.
Have support. You have supporters and people who hate you.
People like you.
He is loathed. Like there's no value. Like no, he's not funny. Why are you doing this? I like your pot. Why are you fucking this up? Please don't have him be part of this.
Well, did you see his menacing tweet to you yesterday?
I did not.
There was another one. He said, "Did my wife lose respect for?"
Was my wife offended that I asked her to tape me eating chili out of a can for some reason, capital C?
Sure.
No. Not capitalized. Do I think I'm smarter than you all because you thought I eat dog food? Yes. Yes, I do.
Ooh.
At Kirkman, at Mixie.
He got you again.
Whoa, got us.
You can't stop being the butt of this guy's
I'd like to
jokes.
call it a chess match, but it's really not. I mean, this is a one-sided battle.
Bobby Fischer you're playing with.
He might be too smart to come on this podcast.
But he's just like, where are we anywhere with him right now or no? Like we could just leave him alone?
I sent you the idea yesterday. I don't know if we want to talk about it on the podcast. A new assignment for
what was it?
Roving correspondent.
Go ahead. What was it?
I'm thinking, he did a good job getting the interview with Curtatone. Maybe he gets an interview with Bob Murchison.
Well, that'd be good.
Wow,
that'd be
there's
good.
no way.
That'd be good. There's no chance.
There's no way.
But Murchison, zero chance. And Murchison.
Well, but if I'd asked you, do you think he's going to get an interview like that with Curtatone?
Yes.
You would have said,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, far more likely. Murchison, not even close.
What would you say you're interviewing Murchison about if not Kirk Minihane?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
Curtatone has a hard on for like being in the media and being in the mix. Murchison hides in the weeds.
But I could see Moroso disguising himself as a plumber and like going up to Murchison's house, sneaking in.
Well, I mean, if he wants to be sued, I think he should definitely do that. That might be a good way to get him out of our lives, by the way.
Yeah. By the way, Cullinane booked Alan Dershowitz for his first.
Oh, good. That's good. What did he tell him was the interview was about? Just about the World Series.
By the way, I was a little bit surprised yesterday. Sue O'Connell, good friend, didn't have your back on the Curtatone lawsuit.
Liberal.
She thinks you're going to jail. What's up with
liberals
that?
Are liberals.
She was worried about you.
Yeah, liberals are liberals. They do stick. That's more important than friendship. Like I've always learned that with them. You can be friends with them, dick around, have a good time, but like when it really gets down to when the rubber hits the road, they're always taking the liberal side.
Although she had no problem bashing a poor
no
blind
kidding.
guy,
Jesus,
that was rough.
So all right, that's where we are with Moroso. Fine,
yes.
Good. So basically, he's on the bench for a while.
A little while, yeah.
On the bench. He's never been off.
He still says Kirk Minihane is toying with my emotions.
When did he say that?
That's his Twitter bio.
Oh, I pay no attention to him. He annoys me so much. But like, even when we were playing the sound yesterday, I get so aggravated by him. I don't know what it is.
Whereas that's the hardest I've laughed in a while.
It was funny.
Just talking about him, I love it.
Well, the character of Moroso is funny.
Yeah.
Like the whole because he's so. There's nothing funnier. Essentially, that's why The Office was so successful. There's nothing funnier than the dumb person who thinks they're smart,
Right.
like Michael Scott. Like that is a funny conceit. It is.
What do you think his current boss thinks about this?
That's
he's
a good
playing
question.
out very
That's the
publicly.
thing. So he works for the Hillman show here in Boston.
in Boston.
I don't think Hillman knows who he is.
He probably has no idea.
It's a kind of a miss on his part. Like he's got a character right under his nose.
That's true. I would, but yes, but. Yeah, I don't know, but after a show or two, is he useful?
Right. How many animals can he dress up like?
By the way, Moroso went out for lunch with MHB, like I said, and Cullinane.
Yes.
So is there going to be this Cullinane Moroso thing?
That had to be when the movie is made about this show. That'll be before the scene where me and Steve are murdered.
Executed? That's where the hit was ordered?
Yeah.
Yes. Of course, MHB was eating the whole time, so he didn't say anything, but... He's another one, man. He was rattled, but he's another guy who's rattled by the negative backlash.
Well, I think he was going through some other shit. It sounded like.
Yeah, I wonder. That seems like an excuse. He texted me that yesterday. I was like, just be a character, would you?
He texted you about it?
Well, no, we were talking about something else,
okay.
and he was like, I went through some anxiety. I'm just like, I don't great, but like you're a character. Just be a character.
Yeah,
don't have real problems. Like have with somebody else. I have my own issues. Like let's great. I'm here for you.
Did you guys listen to the Minifan podcast from yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah, I mentioned it yesterday in the show. I thought I criticized you at the start of the show yesterday.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you didn't listen to the entire thing. I mean,
I don't think Steve realized what a beating he took on that yesterday.
Oh, he did. You listened to it?
Should I listen to it?
Yes, of course. You should respond to it. What are you doing here? Yeah,
I was too busy.
I know you're
pulling
busy
sound
looking at
for this
fucking
show.
wineries in Naples, but pay attention to the fucking show. I mean, Jesus.
I am paying attention to this show.
Out. Do you get the sense he's already on vacation?
A little bit. Yeah.
A little bit.
Come on.
Let's hang in there for 5.
I worked
3 weeks.
I worked from like 5 to midnight yesterday making
3
promos
weeks.
for your
He
show.
did.
3
He
weeks.
did send me the HBO sound very late. You could tell he was working late, so I'll give him that.
He did text me at the end. Yes, we both watched the HBO thing, but that's our job. Like, to me, this is like, considering my old job started at 6, this is like late.
Yeah, I guess.
And I'm not going in the traffic. This feels easy to me. I'm not tired
And you
at
only have to
all.
work 2 hours. Really? Well, you're working all around the clock.
Oh, yeah, I
You're
work
only,
2 Fuck you, Mike.
You know what I
2
mean.
hours. What are you doing for the rest of the day?
I have another
Hitting the
job I have to
dispensary
go.
with Riccio.
What's your job?
I don't want to say.
Can you tell us what world it's in?
Radio.
What is it?
I can't.
Look at him.
This is the first time this has happened.
What, the street team stuff?
Yeah. I'll be gone now.
What do you don't know?
A lot of people don't.
How is that possible?
I don't know. They did.
Look at him. He's going to be fired by the end of the day.
This one I don't know how to tiptoe around.
Oh, he's
yeah.
so tough when it's, then all of a sudden, I don't know.
Well, until Portnoy starts paying me, I got to make money somewhere. You know?
I understand. We made $355 yesterday.
That's true.
Do we have to autograph that
Yes,
photo?
we do. We have to autograph the portrait.
Do we know who the winner is?
Yeah, we do. Hold on a second. I can look it up.
What lunatic is this?
He's very excited. He's going to frame it and put it up on his wall, and he wants to send us a picture of it.
Oh, that would be nice. That would be nice.
Who is it? Just a
Mike,
random
you could
fan?
say
Just a listener,
you
just a
could
fan.
say you're an artist now. Like you're
I've
a
sold
working
my art
artist.
for money.
Yeah, you have.
That's like more than most artists can say.
Is that the most money you've ever made in a week now? $355.
Yes, yeah, it's a whirlwind. I don't know what I'm going to spend it on.
We know this guy or no? We'll sign it.
His name is Matt.
Matt. Okay, well, you should thank him, Mike.
Thank you,
$355.
That's very.
Was it a competitive bidding war?
Yeah, there were 11 different bidders on it. I mean, it started out at $5 and got up to $355. Wow. That's pretty competitive.
Yeah, starting at 1,000 probably in retrospect wasn't the best move.
Actually, we started at 5,000 because Mike had very high standards.
I thought we could get a pretty penny here.
Well, we got $355. All right, so what do we got tomorrow?
Tomorrow you're going to be talking with Ilya Shapiro from the Cato Institute. He's just like a big First Amendment guy. He's going to be talking about.
Here we go, Mike. Here we go.
This is about you. This is about you and your battle for freedom.
I'd rather talk about Moroso. I know.
And Coulter on Thursday.
Ilya Shapiro.
Ilya Shapiro. Yes.
What time?
8:30.
Okay. What do you think?
I'll fucking cancel it right now if you want.
It's fine. What are we talking about with Ilya Shapiro? Barstool people love Ilya Shapiro.
He's been looking into your case.
Okay.
Joe Curtatone suing you, and he's going to be talking about the First Amendment dynamic here.
Is he funny?
Yes, he's funny.
Is he funny?
He is funny.
Is it the kind of thing where I'm going to say
he's a libertarian?
Tomorrow at 8:45, I'm
going
to say you said this guy was funny.
Was funny?
Yeah,
you're probably going to say that no matter fucking what.
That's probably true.
This is becoming like a bit.
What is your thoughts on what is Mike Geary's thoughts on Ilya Shapiro going on the Kirk Minihane show?
I don't know anything about. I don't even know if it's a man or a woman. Ilya Shapiro. I don't know who that is.
He's a man.
And where do you work again?
So he defended the Slants, an Asian band that was sued because they said that there was a racist term.
Okay, you're not winning me over here. You're not winning me over. Oh, we'll do it. We'll do it. I'm a team player. We'll see if it works out. What? We'll see if it works out. If it's good, we'll play it.
I don't think Steve Lay is liking this new bit.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to sit here. I mean, you work for me, right?
Yes,
absolutely. So if I don't like it, I don't like it. If I like it,
we'll spike it. Just like we spiked the Candace interview.
As many shots as possible. But I do think with Steve, there's this. Steve likes less bullshitting, more of that stuff, I think.
Oh, sure. Well, that's where he comes from. In fact, it's going to take him a while to adjust.
Well, maybe he won't adjust at all. Maybe he just likes that better, right?
Yeah. No, I think it's a little bit of a learning curve.
Yeah, we'll get there. And you
got to figure out what you want for audio cuts. You know, some people like them really short. Some people like minute-long cuts that they can pause and play.
Some people like no context.
I like no context to it myself better. What are we going to try and get these Gumbel people to?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. What do we have now?
Simply safe.
A recent Gallup survey shows Americans worry more about burglary than almost any other crime. More than mugging, terrorism, more than car theft, and murder. I would say, me personally, I actually would say, am I more worried, me, Kirk Minihane, about my house getting broken into or terrorism? I would actually probably say, honestly, my house getting broken. Like, what are the odds I'm going to be the victim of a terrorist attack?
I don't know. Sue O'Connell thinks your son's going to convert to ISIS.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, she did say there was a good chance of that yesterday.
What a weird thing to say. But more than car theft, the murder even, according to studies, just over 10% of break-ins are planned beforehand. Rest of spur of the moment, that's 90%. Crimes of opportunity, totally random. Most break-ins happen during the day while you're at work. You can lose over $2,000. That's about the average, they say, for these. So why not just save a couple of bucks? Just play the odds. Join Simply Safe right now. They protect your whole home, every window, room, and door with 24/7 monitoring for just a fraction of the cost. The police dispatch is up to 3 times faster because they use video verification. No contract, no hidden fees, no fine print. Use it if you like it, great. If not, don't. But you're going to like it. Around-the-clock monitoring is just $15 a month. That's it. Visit simplysafe.com/Kirk. You'll get free shipping and 60-day risk-free trial. You've got nothing to lose. Go now. Be sure you go to simplysafe.com/Kirk so they know our show sent you. That's simplysafe.com/Kirk. We'll do Red 13 in a moment. Mike, what's going on with the girlfriend? Everything good with Alba?
Everything good, yeah.
How long have you been seeing Alba for now?
7 months.
7 months?
Yeah.
Where'd you meet her?
On Bumble, one of those dating apps.
Okay. What did she do?
She works in insurance.
Okay, you're happy to talk about her job. You're ready to throw her under the bus.
No, I wouldn't
want to
say
talk
where
about
she
your
worked.
job.
I didn't I was worried that I said her name yesterday, but she said it was fine. So
She listened to the podcast?
She does. She's a big fan of yours.
She's a fan?
Yes.
Okay. How serious is the relationship?
It's very serious.
You gonna marry her?
I mean, let's not get too crazy.
How old is she?
26.
How old are you?
27.
You're about the same age.
Yeah.
Your parents your dad probably.
My mom loves her. Yeah, my dad hasn't met her yet.
Hasn't met her yet?
No.
How about her family?
I haven't met them.
They're in Albania.
No. They're in Taunton or something.
Taunton. Okay. Yeah. You've not met them in 7 months?
No.
Is that weird, Steve?
They don't know I exist.
Is that true? Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's a weird. I don't know. She says it's
I think I do. I think I know why.
They're not Lucy Caymans.
What's the issue? They're like strict Albanian.
I really don't know. I think so the way she explains it is that they would like expect her to get married. Like they would put a lot of pressure on her to get married if they knew she was in a relationship, something like that.
How often do you spend the night with her? Like a couple nights a week?
2 nights a week, 3-4 nights a week. Probably.
And her family knows nothing about this?
No, don't know I exist.
Does this seem strange to you at all?
Oh, incredible.
Do you press her on it or no?
No, it's fine. Because in reality, I'd rather not meet them. It's a
lot.
lot.
I understand, but
you know what I mean? It's a lot.
It's not even really that, but it's just sort of what that might mean.
Right. Yeah. No.
I mean, I'm not suggesting she's embarrassed. That's crazy. Like I don't know why. And nobody would come to that conclusion.
No. How could you think that?
But I would say 7 months if they're in the state.
It's odd. Yeah.
I think we're there.
Yeah.
No?
Is there something in Albanian culture that just like is ashamed of blindness?
That I don't know.
Is it Moroso with an Albanian woman?
Yeah, that is weird.
Isn't that worth breaking up with your current girlfriend over? Like,
I've thought about it.
Do they know each other at all? The
No,
two
no,
girlfriends, the Albanian community, has been no mixers or anything? No?
No, because I'm not that close with Moroso. I don't know what kind of picture I've painted.
I don't
I'm
know.
not double dating.
It seems odd that he has but his girlfriend is.
It is odd.
His girlfriend, I believe, is first generation Albanian.
Right, yeah. My
Yours
girlfriend went
not.
to high school in Quincy, and
okay.
She's from.
Are they like devout Muslims?
No. She is Muslim, but not practicing or anything.
Okay.
She is. She's right.
I keep her around so I can make racist jokes. Like that,
did she go to Albania though, or no?
No, I think the last time she went, she was like 15.
Would you like to go to the homeland with her?
Not particularly.
No.
Sounds like a nice honeymoon destination, actually.
Sure. I'm surprised you're not going there, Steve.
Yeah,
we'll
have to put a swing through.
There's something going on here. I think we have to talk to Alba at some point and get some answers.
Oh boy, I don't know. I don't think she would want to.
I think we need to talk to her parents.
That's true. Be interesting.
We should do that. We should bring the parents. They've won some contest. What you've won is a son-in-law. You're not going to believe. You won't believe the prize you guys have got. Like I know you've probably always dreamed of a doctor or a lawyer or something for Alba, but this is even better. This is a guy who doesn't get paid, and his real job is.
He's afraid to say what it is.
Here he is, Blind Mike, most famous for being on the Kirk Minihane show. Yes.
Let me show you this video of a man throwing a wallet in his face.
Having a wallet thrown in his face.
No, the man is a millionaire. It's all right. It's respectable.
That's true.
So you said you met her on Bumble. Does Bumble have like a big zoom in function so you can actually use it? Because I've seen you use your cell phone. Was that hard?
Is there like a bio in Bumble? Is it like? Do you say that you're blind or no?
No.
Wait, isn't Bumble the one where she has to pick you?
I said, yeah.
Do you?
What
do you disclose in your
handsome man?
What do you disclose in your Bumble profile?
I don't remember. I haven't used it obviously.
But you were heavier then.
I was heavier, but like I said, she likes
that.
A heavier set
huskier,
man,
like the pure Albanian breed kind of thing.
So now I'm an embarrassment fit and gaunt.
You look kind of Albanian, I think.
Do I? I don't
know. Sort of, right? I don't know. John Belushi was Albanian,
close
I
enough.
think.
Yeah.
But is there one like key detail, something that might be in your nickname that you disclose in your Bumble profile, or do you just walk in cold and jump it on them?
I told her. I told her before we met, actually.
Okay.
Because I think
that's probably a good move.
She wanted to listen to my podcast, so she looked it up and said, "Oh, Blind Mike."
I think she probably would have figured out when she met you anyway, though. I'm just guessing. Go to the hard way to hide.
Or they think there's something wrong with me.
Yes. I think there's both.
Have you ever tried to play it off like you're not?
Oh, well, I used to be able to a lot easier. Now I can't really.
Well, now that you're actually blind.
Now that I'm blind, yeah.
But you can't drive at all, right?
No.
So when you go, does she have a car or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you go somewhere, she drives and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And she's okay. You're not at the point if you hold her like elbow, are you?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
Well,
yeah?
If I go from light to dark, like if I go from outside to inside, it takes me like a minute.
Yeah.
So sometimes I kind of struggle with like lighting and shit, but typically now I'm fine.
Jesus.
Are there any ways
it's
that
rough. She's a saint.
Are there any ways that you use it to your advantage?
Maybe
for taxes or no?
Oh, for taxes?
Yeah. I don't know. Right?
Yeah, no, definitely taxes.
Yeah.
Well, you should be getting a tax break.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, as far as
do you ever like exploit people like at restaurants? Do you get better service or a discount or something?
As far as like making things, sometimes like if I don't feel like doing something, I'm like, I'm just a blind guy.
Anyway, I don't care. The blind stuff is interesting to me. We're getting Alba on this show. That's what I care about. That's a
we'll
key
see.
book.
If she listens, so she'll tell me if she's.
Was she going to Sibian or no? No, that's out of the question.
Yeah.
The Albanian Sibian is not going to happen.
No.
Okay, well, fine. We're just trying to create a character here.
There's also been some demand for Blind Mike's last booking, Kingpin Pete, to have him.
Oh,
back
for
on.
sure we can have Kingpin
anytime,
Pete on. Yeah,
he'll do it anytime.
Yeah, want to try and get him in studio on like Friday or something?
Would you feel comfortable with him in here? He's a peaceful man.
How long though?
Well, I mean, this guy's going to jail too.
I don't want to have him in the whole show, right?
Half hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, man, sure. Why not? Yeah, people like Kingpin Pete. Why not? And he'll be here, by the way, which is the Red 13 Studios. If you're in need of content creation, you've got to check out the Red 13 Creative at red13creative.com. World-class content creator and digital marketing agency. I think they have air conditioning even. If your brand or company needs content and need to get it out to an audience, Red 13 Creative is your premier team. We're joking around today, but it's been great for us. Super easy. We walk in, plug and play. We're done. We do our stuff. Nobody bothers us. If we have questions, they come in, they answer it. Really nice, really easy. They're going to build. I think they're putting some other places in Massachusetts when we met with them that day. I don't know where. We can find that out. We'll tell you tomorrow. And they're all over the country, too. They work with Brady, Under Armour, Godsmack MTV, E3, the largest gaming convention on the planet. You want to do music, you want to make your own, I don't know, whatever it is, an album, song, whatever you want, or do a podcast, just come in here in Framingham, Red 13 Studios. You can find it, red13creative.com.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.